I don't think that you can compare high school diplomats with anything else out there.
You can learn about Japan anywhere. You can do it in class, you can do it in summer programs, you can do it in Japan, but you don't really get to know people anywhere like you do at HSD.
HSD on its surface is an exchange program for American and Japanese high school students.
It's like a camp, but also not at all.
There's 40 American students, 40 Japanese students in Princeton for 10 days.
Each American student is paired with a Japanese high school student.
But that really doesn't explain the program itself.
It's unlike anything most people have ever experienced before, especially at that age.
Every single day at Princeton was a learning opportunity.
I learned that me and my Japanese roommate, despite all of the cultural differences between us, there is some core thing that we have in common, that we all have in common.
The ability to make those connections is a universal skill. And I say skill, and it might sound like the wrong word to use, but it really is something that you develop, the ability to have a bond with someone with such a different background. And the skills are really simple. It's not a very complicated process. You just have to be open to understanding where they're coming from. I mean, that's really the basics of it, and that's something that I never would have respected to the extent I do now if I hadn't done HSD, if I hadn't been a student.
In a lot of ways, high school diplomats has helped me become a better person in general.
We say all the time, people come out of their shells. They learn they have these skills and talents and abilities that they never did, or that they were too nervous or scared to show in front of other people.
Something that high school diplomats helps you do is realize your leadership potential and realize characteristics in yourself that you might not have examined or known.
The fact that within 10 days you are able to break down these incredible barriers that you might think you have for yourself is an amazing opportunity to have, especially as you're finishing high school, going into college, going on with the rest of your life.
It is that first year when you do HSD as a student that is one of the most eye-opening experiences that any high school student can have anywhere.
Every student leaves with this same sense of, I guess, togetherness that they have with the rest of the students.
By the time they leave the program, it's amazing to see how fully they've thrown themselves into the program, how much effort they've given every single day, and how much that's drawn them together as people.
Nobody can ever pinpoint why, but at the end of it, 10 students, even those who went in as non-believers, end up having this life-changing experience, and even staff having been involved for 7 years. I can't tell you like what part of the recipe, what ingredients we put in that makes that happen, but it does end up changing everyone.
You just have no idea how much this program is going to impact you until the end.
You have to have faith enough to apply, and then the magic will just happen.
If I were to try and explain it to someone who had never seen it before, I would say
it's the best 10 days of my life. The best 10 days of, I think, most of the students' life who participate in it. It's an incredible program where you bond with all the Japanese students and learn about their culture, and also bond with all the American students and really form lifelong friendships.
It's just incredible that you can connect to people from opposite sides of the world in one place. And over 10 days, that connection stays with those people past those 10 days and past that summer.